Yeah, you sure I'm
Yes, I'm sure.
good in the frame, let's say.
Yes.
I mean, not somewhere in a corner or...
No.
Hi, everybody. We're back again. So this time it didn't take us 2 months before recording something. It's 1 month. So if we cut it in half every time, that means in a couple of weeks we'll be doing it more regularly. So for the moment we're in France. We're staying at some, not Bunk-A-Bikers, but it's called in France J'irai dormir chez un motard. It's a bit the same organization as Bunk-A-Biker, but the French version. We're here with Corinne and Mathieu. Very, very nice people, as usual in those groups. It's like extremely welcoming and really very open people. Very nice talks. And coming from UK, the food here in France is like delicious. It's like a revelation.
Cuisine.
Cuisine, it's called, yes. And it's really a huge difference. So, to make a summary of the last month, after our last video, we decided to go up to Scotland. Yes, it was a very, very beautiful and nice experience. First days in Scotland, we had very bad weather, so we got welcomed by Scotland as it should be. With rain and wind and not too warm. We had like around 15 degrees during the day, so it was a big change to Ireland, where we most of the time had more than 20 degrees, up to 25 degrees, which was actually very nice, considering that in Europe there was like a heat wave and it went up to 30-35 degrees. So riding a motorbike in Ireland and in Scotland was pretty comfortable, giving the normal temperatures there.
Actually, I think the first days is a bit exaggerated. I think it was the first day, and then it got sunny, and it was really nice to be in the Scotland that is dry and sunny with blue sky, and the clouds that we had there sometimes were below us, so it was also very nice to see that.
Yeah, it was a very nice experience. So in total, last 2 months in Great Britain and in Ireland, we did over 9,000 kilometers. So we stayed for 2 months on the islands and got really to see almost everything. So on the way to Scotland, we crossed the Lake District again and had some very nice passes there. It was really beautiful. Some very difficult passes because of the width of the roads. They were very, very narrow, and the turns were very short and very steep.
And the surface was very bumpy. So with our motorbikes, it was still quite okay. But with the sport ones, that the suspension doesn't have that much travel, I think that could be a challenge.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have been a challenge. With our suspension, it catches a lot of the bumps, so it was very nice rides, that's for sure. Even on one of the rides, we met Kate from
One Abreast.
One Abreast.
You need to follow her. Yeah. Really. Hi, Kate. It was so nice to meet you.
Yeah. So really, it was a beautiful experience in the Lake District. Really worth visiting there.
I think Lake District came like as a second most beautiful area that we visited in the UK.
Yes.
After Snowdonia.
So Snowdonia was the most beautiful. Of course, it's Lake very
District,
personal.
Yeah, Lake District came very close.
Yeah, came very close, very close. Good. So after the Lake District, we entered Scotland. As we said, like starting with some rain, but very soon the weather became better again and it was sunshine. We were actually very lucky. If people we talked to, they said, yeah, it will be rainy, it will be cloudy, it will be misty, but we were very lucky. So yeah, that's...
I don't know if you hear that. There's a donkey that is doing
That's the special atmosphere of our videos. We're in the middle, not in the middle of nowhere. We're in a small village in France, But it's very rural. It's animals all over the place. So actually, it's very nice. But recording videos, maybe sometimes it's a bit strange. But still, it's what we got, so we'll have to do with it. So Scotland, we were in Scotland. So very beautiful. But like one remark we have, because they told us, wild camping it's very easy there. It's free. It's not limited. But we were a bit disappointed. We only did one night of wild camping. Most of the places are shut. There's a barbed wire or the fences are closed. So it's pretty much impossible to enter somewhere. So we were a bit disappointed in that. But in general, it was very nice. What's for sure, people there are very, very open and very inviting. So after a couple of days riding the NC 500, so the North Coast 500, which is beautiful, beautiful. We arrived at a spot and we were soaking wet. That was one of the rainy days we had in Scotland too.
Yeah, one of the few.
One of the few. And we arrived really soaking wet at the Bikers Hub. By the way, something, if you ever are in Scotland, you need to visit them. It's really a very, very nice initiative and it needs some support. So it's really, you need to visit it. Anyway, we arrived there soaking wet and like I asked, like, yeah, please, does anybody has a place to stay? Because we need to dry out our tent, our stuff, really. And after 20 seconds, one of the guys stepped forward, and he said, like, yeah, I have a spare room, just drop by.
So bikers are amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible, incredible. Same here. They're open. We were welcomed as with a nice dinner. Incredible, incredible. Anyway, so we stayed there. And we planned like one night to dry out everything, but it was pretty close to Edinburgh. So actually, we were still looking for a place there to where we could safely leave our bikes. So the guy said, like, yeah, don't worry, you can stay a couple of nights here. So we did. We left the bikes there. They were secure. We took the train to Edinburgh and could visit the city without any worries. By the way, a very nice city to visit. When we were there, it was a bit crowded because there was like a lot of activity.
It was the Fringe Festival. So, like street artists from probably not only the country but all over the world just coming there and performing. I think every 50 meters there was like a performance. Yeah. So it was very, very busy. And I don't think we could have stayed there in a hotel or a hostel or even a camping anywhere nearby. So it was just amazing that we could stay at Scott and Theresa.
Yeah.
And just go to Edinburgh from there. It was just
it was
great.
A perfect solution, and they hosted us like kings. I mean, really, it was incredible. But as usual, it's every time we stay somewhere and we're invited, or they are in this kind of groups, it's like welcoming and very warm, very warm. So we did Scotland, the NC 500. That was actually one of the main attractions we did. Edinburgh was also one of the highlights in the visit there.
And because we were to the most southern point of Great Britain, we also went to John O'Groats, which is the northernmost point. So we just made the extremes.
Yeah, it was also very nice, but over there it was pretty cloudy.
Yeah, it was
a bit
cloudy.
Misty and cloudy, but still it was a great experience to ride there and to just check it in the box.
Yeah, I think which also checked off the Loch Ness, but we couldn't see the monster. Maybe because it was raining and it just didn't want to get wet, so yeah, didn't get out of water.
So after Scotland, we went back again to the Peak District. We already did it before when we first traveled in Great Britain. But actually, first time it was very cloudy. The weather wasn't that nice.
Second time it was also very cloudy. So
yes,
3 times the charm. This time the weather was perfect.
Yeah, really perfect.
So
We
it
had,
was very beautiful.
yeah, beautiful views, and also we were lucky that those purple flowers
Yeah,
were
heaths.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was really amazing to see all those fields of purple flowers in the hills. It was beautiful, beautiful. And we had the chance to get like a private tour of some friends, Agatha and Hubert. Also check her out, Blonde and GS. Of course, she's not riding a GS anymore, but still, she's blonde. So
Some things don't change.
yeah, yeah. So check her out. They're very nice people, very welcoming. We stayed there for 3 times actually, and we used it as a hub for Great Britain and Ireland because some of the stuff we needed we had shipped there. So afterwards could pick it up, and we were helped. So very nice people. Thank you very much, Agatha and Hubert, for the support there. So after the Lake District and saying goodbye to Agatha and Hubert,
Peak District.
Peak District. Okay, yeah. Peak
Too many districts.
Yeah. For me, it's like a bit okay. We went to London. Also a must-see when you're in Great Britain. I already was there, but Agatha really wanted to see it, so we decided to stay a couple of days there. It's also difficult to get some places to stay and to have your bike safe. So we found a camping pretty much not in the center of London, but pretty much around the center. And it took us a bus 1 hour bus ride 1 hour to the
Or
center.
less. Yeah, so it was very convenient because the bus stop was I think within 5 minutes of the from the camping.
Yeah.
And it took us literally in the you couldn't get more central than it took us. So
the bus
it was
ride.
perfect.
Plus, it was this double-deck bus. So, and first time we took it, we could have like the seat at the front, at the top of the bus, and it was weird. Actually, it was a very cheap touristic tour we got to the outskirts of London. It was nice. It was very nice. And then London in general was also very, very impressive. Some parts, especially the first day, was a bit busy, a bit too many people and too touristic. But the second day we went more to the business part, where we met actually Mick again.
Nick, yeah.
Yeah.
Our first and only Bunk-A-Biker.
Yeah.
That we met also at the ABR festival, and now again. So yeah, the world is small.
Yeah.
And then we also met Matt, my friend from Poland, and we delivered him a present from Poland, an IZI Meeting gadget, like this watertight bag. So yeah, we can also act as couriers between countries. Maybe it's not the fastest service, but
It will get there.
Yeah, it will get there eventually.
It's proven now. We carried the bags for 2 months and a half with us.
Yep.
And finally we could deliver them to the right person. So, but it was in general, it was a very nice visit to London. It was very interesting, and but for me a bit too busy. Second day was better because we were more in the business district where we visited the bike shed, for example. First day when we arrived, we visited Ace Cafe, also a very nice place to go. Bike shed also very nice, very special, but not our thing. It maybe was a bit too fancy for us. His cafe is way more down to earth and welcoming. So, but it's a personal experience. So, yeah, everybody has his opinion on that. So we're in France. So what's next? We passed 1 day or 2 days in Belgium to get our tires replaced. Thank you, Motoz, by the way, for providing them again. So now we move to France. First night, we'll have a look what route we will follow to get to Spain. We still have one stop near Paris to do to get the KTM serviced. Normally we do it ourselves, but KTM is still in warranty, so we want to keep the warranty a bit, and we decided to have it serviced with KTM. So that will be in the next days that we will arrange that, and then we'll move on to Spain. So Spain will do for approximately a month of which we will do 1 week of rest. Let's say for me it will be rest. For Agata it will be a bit more of work because she will finish her course, skydiving course there. So we'll see. She started it in Belgium because of COVID and because of weather. It took too much time and it was cancelled. So now she'll try to finish it. Then
Wish me luck.
then after Spain, we'll be crossing to Morocco. So that will be the start of the big adventure in Africa. So I propose to stay tuned. Maybe our next video will be a bit sooner and we'll keep you posted. Bye.
See you. Bye.
See you later.